Today we will discuss about OPC and PPC cements. OPC, we know that it is ordinary Portland cement and it has been traditionally used for a long time. And let me tell you that all the specifications and codes were prepared earlier for OPC or concrete, which was prepared from OPC. Therefore, OPC has been traditionally and conventionally used. OPC was specified basically with two properties. One is setting time, another is 28 days compressive strength. Setting time, as we know that it was initial setting time and final setting time, and 28 days compressive strength was mentioned, and that accordingly this OPC was called or was known. First we know that it was known as OPC 33 grade, then OPC 43 grade, and now OPC 53 grade is also available. OPC, when we say 33, 43 or 53 grade, then it has the 28 days strength, compressive strength in MPa, 33 or 43 or 53 MPa. These all three types of cements have same fineness, that is 225 meter square per kg. And you will see that initial setting time is also same for all three grades of cement, that is 30 minutes. And final setting time is also same, that is maximum 600 minutes. And only the difference is in compressive strength because of their content. 3 days and 7 days and 28 days. Normally this compressive strength is may be seen at 3 days, 7 days and 28 days. In 3 days it should be minimum 16 MPa for 33 grade, 23 MPa for 43 grade and 27 MPa for 53 grade. 7 days strength should be 22, 33 and 37. And finally, after 28 days, it should be 33, 43 and 53 MPa. And we know that more than 90% strength is achieved on 28 days. Therefore, we prescribe for 28 days strength. Let us talk about the PPC or Portland Pozzolana cement. There is no grading in PPC. PPC is not known as 33 grade or 43 grade or 53 grade. If somebody is saying that they are manufacturing 53 grade, it doesn't mean that they are manufacturing as per IS code, because IS code does not define it as 53 grade or 43 grade or 33 grade. And then it contains FLYASH between 15 to 35%. And let me tell you, earlier it was less, 10 to 25%, but at present it is FLYASH can be added between 15 to 35%. Remember that FLYASH is added in case of PPC. It means this PPC contains OPC plus FLYASH. Then fineness is same as in case of OPC, that is 225 meter square per kg, and you will see that initial setting time and final setting time also same. Now see the compressive strength. Compressive strength is defined by 3 days as 16 MPa, 7 days 22 and 28 days 33. So it is as given for 33 grade of OPC. But there is no grade defined, but still the compressive strength is as equivalent to 33 grade of OPC. Now OPC and PPC minimum, there are some differences between these two type of cements, and we know that main difference is that OPC gains strength earlier than PPC. Now 28 days strength of OPC and PPC may be almost same, but initial strength there is a difference, and PPC continues to gain strength, that is advantage. So what is the effect of late gain of strength of PPC? A main effect is that stripping time of centering shuttering is more in case of PPC. And as a general guideline, it can be 10/7 times of OPC 43 grade, particularly for initial stripping. So if we are to find out what should be stripping time or deshuttering time or taking out centering shuttering, then it may be 10/7 multiplied by a factor of 10/7. So suppose vertical formwork 2 columns walls beams is to be taken out for OPC 43 grade between 16 and 24 hours. So it may be between 24 to 36 hours in case of PPC. Similarly, soffit formwork 2 slabs, if it is 3 days, then it may be 4 days in case of PPC. Approximately a factor which can be multiplied is 10/7. And we should remember that we are to remove the formwork for the curing. So this is the multiplication factor. Then another effect of late gain of strength of PPC, you see, there is a low heat of evaluation, hence less surface cracks are there or less cracks are considered in case of PPC. Curing also should be increased in case of PPC, and it may be taken around a 10/7 of times of OPC. So multiplication factor of 10/7 can be applied here also. So if water curing is resorted to 7 days in case of OPC, it should be minimum 10 days for PPC. In case of 14 days are done in case of OPC, then 14 means 20 days approximately for in case of PPC. In case of hot and dry weather, curing is done for 10 days in case of PPC, then it should be 14 days for PPC. So this should be remembered that that curing is also to be done for more time in case of PPC, and deshuttering time should also be more in case of PPC. Initially, concrete of OPC is protected with moist sources like gunny bags, canvas, HESSAIN cloth, etc. So it should be done for PPC also. And then PPC, we know that consists of fly ash or other pozzolanic material, and fly ash therefore cannot be added to PPC at site. When we prepare the concrete or we are doing the concreting, then in OPC we can mix fly ash also at the site. But in case we are already using PPC and it already contains fly ash, so it cannot be added twice. So we must remember that fly ash cannot be added to PPC at site as it already consists of required fly ash. And fly ash of required specification can be added to OPC while making concrete. And please do not mix OPC and PPC because you know that deshuttering time and curing time for OPC and PPC are different. Therefore, also these cements should not be mixed, and the strength gained is also not same. Suppose we are using in columns, and some of the columns we are casting with OPC, and some of the columns are casting with PPC. It should not be done because the strength gained in both the cases will be different. So please do not mix OPC and PPC, or at least in same type of structural members we should not use it. Suppose you are using in structural members OPC and PPC is being used in plaster, okay, you do it, and remember that when the time of curing also it can be varied. But my suggestion is that we should not mix OPC and PPC in similar type of structural members. That is important because of deshuttering time also, and because of strength achievement also, and curing time required also. These should not be mixed. Thank you very much. I am K M Soni, ADG retired CPW. Thanks a lot.